Hello guys, today we will be looking at the Human Tears mod, and we will be discussing its lore. Without further ado, let's begin.
Before we start, I would like to introduce the characters. You have a few main characters involved in this lore. We have Zothra's soul. It was said to be owned by a godlike person. Zothra is portrayed as a person of good, but you will later find out this is not the case. Zothra bestows strength on other people. He enhances their abilities. Next we will be moving on to the Sightless. The Sightless is an entity that has godlike abilities to roam the void. The void is an empty abyss with nothing in it. My theory is that it's a place where Zothra put the people he couldn't control there. The Sightless is able to convert people into another entity similar to him, which can also dwell the void. The Sightless is one of Zothra's enemies. When met with Zothra's soul, he is killed. Next we have the Artificial God. The Artificial God is also said to be an enemy of Zothra, as he was said to be also casted into the void, but he was saved by the Sightless entity. Since the Sightless entity can come in and out of the void as he pleases, he freed the Artificial God. Finally we have the Shell. My theory is that the Shell is a friend of Zothra's that has been contained in order to keep him from reviving Zothra.
Now for some more lore. When the Artificial God and Sightless meet, the Sightless is killed, although I do not see why, since the Sightless freed the Artificial God. But the information here is very interesting. We find that the Sightless freed Artificial God. The Shell is under control by Artificial God. Sightless says that they cannot keep the Shell at bay forever, and also speaks about giving someone's location away to the Artificial God. We do not know who this could be, but I assume it's the location of the Shell before it was turned into a shell.
So taking all this information away, we can slightly piece together a story here. We have one more character though, Dwayne the Fallen. It says the voice of the long-dead Zothra's resounds in his head. When this entity is given a piece of Zothra's soul, he kills everything and anything. If it is true that Zothra is talking to him in his head, this could mean that Zothra is indeed a bad person. So what I think could have happened was, the Artificial God and the Sightless did not obey Zothra's orders and were cast into the void where he put all the other people he couldn't control. But the Sightless freed everybody, leading a rebellion against Zothra. The Artificial God then may have rather turned Zothra into the Shell, or Zothra was killed, and so were his friends. Zothra's soul then split up so nobody could obtain his true power. Those not worthy of Zothra's soul die when they try to obtain it, like Zothra's enemies. We see that the Sightless begged for forgiveness and called Zothra his lord. I doubt anyone could defeat Zothra, but this is the closest lead I've got so far. So Zothra was killed. His soul pieces scatter, and the Artificial God ends up killing the Sightless for unknown reasons. The Artificial God could possibly be a past friend of Zothra, and he kills the Sightless to avenge Zothra. Since he is a machine, he does not have sympathy for the Sightless, so that could have been another outcome. That's all for this video though. I might do more. As you know, this mod is constantly getting updated, so check it out for yourself. It's called the Human Tears mod. Maybe you guys can come up with an even better story. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.